Good morning, Enid. It's good to see you again. It is Thursday, August 24th, and can you believe it? 60 degrees outside. We've got the door open, we've got the windows open because we're enjoying the 60-degree weather. Hope you are. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for the next 30 minutes. We've got news, weather, sports. The code department person, lady, friend, co-worker is in the house. We're going to learn about code today. We have a very special Enid guest. Morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Steve. Hello, I'm Sarah DeLangel. We are coming to you live in over 14,000 homes here in Enid and also live streaming around the globe via the internet. This is Good Morning Enid.
And it is time to rise and shine.
Out on the farm, it's wide open space, it's clear, you can see all the bright.
Oklahoma received their Real ID extension through June 2017.
We're having a cookout with the family. It's 4th of July weekend, so it's kind of a time.
You'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase a
A ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down.
Email us at gme@enid.org.
Hello.
Hey, Derek. Morning.
Yes, sir.
It's Thursday again. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
It's time to rise and shine.
I'm on my way.
Morning, Jamara.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Morning, Kevin.
I'm on my way.
Kevin.
Kevin. It's 7:31. Thank you for joining us once again for show number 134. It's been a real privilege to come to your home on Thursday mornings here on this August 24th. Well, as I said at the opening, 60 degrees outside. You just maybe just want to go outside and stand there for a moment. It is just incredibly cool for August. Well, let's look at the bus stop forecast. School got underway, I think, last week. Thank you, Penn. There we go. There's the school forecast at 60 right now. High today is going to be 87. It's kind of September weather, but we'll take it here on August 24th. Low tonight around 65, and Sarah's going to have the 3-day forecast in just a few moments. But that's what it is right now. Let's look at the current statewide temps. If we go across the state today, if you're traveling over to Eufaula, I heard that Eufaula had 10 inches of rain during the month of August. I saw that on the news. It is incredible. Of course, Eufaula Lake over there. And Beaver out in the Panhandle, 64 this morning. You can see everybody except Medill is in the 60s. Medill, I think they have a catfish farm down in Medill on I-35. I think so. Anyway, down yonder, well, that's what it looks like. Okay, you got a big weekend lined up. We've got football happening, and I know you're just ready to go with football, Sarah.
I sure am. I'm ready for it.
I can see that enthusiasm.
But I'm actually more ready for this weekend. I'm planning to go to the zoo. The weather's supposed to be really nice.
Gorgeous, okay.
So I'm excited about that. So let's look at that 3-day weekend. Like I said, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be in the 80s. So it's going to be perfect to be out and about. No thunderstorms. Oh yeah, chances of a thunderstorm would be Sunday. So there's that.
Yeah. I think it's around 20-30% on Sunday. But you're right, those 3 days look great. So it is time for the zoo. It's time to get out. There's the Gala of the Horses. We'll talk about that. That's in town on Saturday night. So anyway, the weather's going to be great. All right, let's look at the school menu at 7:33 this morning. If the youngins are going off to school, today is what? What are we going to have today?
Today we are having fish sticks, macaroni and cheese. My son loves that. Salad. Oh, macaroni and cheese salad. Zucchino, mixed fruit, and milk.
What is zucchino?
I'm not sure.
We're always trying to figure out this food that they serve everybody. We'll figure that out. Well, anyway, Friday looks a little bit better with grilled cheese sandwich and then potato wedges, pork and beans, apple slices, and good old milk. So that's that. So, okay, well, if you want to get an update on what happened on the news, weather, and sports, and a little bit of Oklahoma trivia overnight at 7:34 this morning, we're going to call in the bow tie guy. That's Derek Silas, and he has the Oklahoma Minute.
Oklahoma received their Real ID extension through June 2017. And Oklahoma natives and country music stars.
A new statewide survey found that public schools in Oklahoma have cut another 480 teaching positions in budget reductions, but the 2017-2018 school year began with 536 vacancies. The State Department of Education will sell specialty license plates to fund the effort to increase teacher recruitment. Therefore, they kicked off a contest Tuesday to students from pre-K to 12th grade to design the plate. For more information, go to sde.ok.gov. Remember, you can still participate in the Enid Transit Dog Days of Summer. For more information, go to enid.org/transit. Historic Route 66 has been known as the Mother Road, Main Street of America, and Will Rogers Highway. Here's a fun fact about it. It has more miles of the original highway than any other state. It was the first to install historic markers along the old route. It was the first to have a state-sponsored Route 66 museum and was the first to lose part of the original road when I-44 was established. In sports, the biggest fight of the year, a professional boxing match between the undefeated 11-time 5-divisional professional world champion Floyd Mayweather and current UFC lightweight champion Conor McGregor. It will take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada this Saturday. And on this day in history in 1814, British troops entered Washington, D.C. and burned the White House in retaliation for the American attack on the city of York in Ontario, Canada in June 1812. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to the roundtable.
He's just a walking encyclopedia.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Thank you so much for that information, Derek. We appreciate you. Remember, if you guys ever want to share anything with us, we want to hear from you. That email is gme@enid.org. You can share birthdays. AJ shared his cat last week. Anything you want to share with us, go ahead and email us. And I know Steve has a very special birthday.
Yes, we want to say happy birthday. I forgot what number. It's way up there. I know it's way up there. But happy birthday to Dr. Cheryl this morning. She's got a birthday coming up this weekend. And so on the right is how she started out, and how she ended up is on the left. So anyway, we say happy birthday to Dr. Cheryl.
She looks great on the left. So
she looks great on the left. Okay, well, she's a cutie either way. So again, like Sarah said, send us your pictures. Had a chance, we're going to show the picture of the horse, Mozart. Can we do that? There he is. The gentleman on the far left, as you're watching your television set, is Renee Gasser. That's Mozart the horse, and then that's Renee's daughter, Gigi. And then we had the privilege yesterday, Penn Klein and Derek and myself, to go over and talk with Mozart the horse. And that's all part of the Gala of the Horses that are showing up Saturday at the event center. There we go. There's Mozart doing some things. Thank you, Penn, for showing that. Just really incredible what that horse can do. And there were several other horses. And all of those horses belong to king and queens. I didn't realize that. The King of Spain had a horse that was in there. The Duchess, Duchess of something. These were royal horses. These just weren't down the street horses. I was really impressed with what they had. Anyway, that show is this Saturday. And I'll let Kevin Brisky tell us more about that here in just a little bit. So, okay. I got excited about that horse. So what's next?
It's all right. It's really exciting. So we'll have Kevin here talk to us a little bit more about this event and many other events that are happening at the event center.
Ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down, see us, and get some tickets for any of these great events. Welcome back inside the Central National Bank Center. I'm the General Manager, Kevin Brisky. As you can see behind us, you can see the curtain is up. We can't show you too much yet. We don't want to give too much away, but we are getting set up for Gala of the Royal Horses coming to the Central National Bank Center this Saturday at 7 o'clock. Great show for the family, and in fact, kids tickets only $12, so you don't want to miss out. It's a lot of fun. Some of the top royal horses, or top horses from the royal families of Europe, the royal horses of Europe coming over here. The Lipizzaner stallions, just one of the breeds that you'll see if you come to the show on Saturday night. So really excited for this event. Again, fun for all families of all ages. You don't want to miss it this Saturday here at the Central National Bank Center, and that's what they're getting set up for right behind us this Saturday, August 26th, Gala of the Royal Horses at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. And then after that, we have the Air Force Ball. First time ever this event is open up to the community. Going to be here at the Central National Bank Center on September 16th. Tickets for civilians only $85, and if you want to buy a full table, it's $750, so only $75 a person. That gets you food into the event and a great 18-piece band that they're going to have as well performing that evening. And then on October 3rd, we have REO Speedwagon coming to the Central National Bank Center, a concert that people have been asking for many years now, finally made it work. Tickets are still available, 4 different price levels, $130, $77, $60, and $45. Tickets at the moment still available on all price levels, although I know the $77 price level is selling out quickly, but you don't want to miss that show. Going to be great. That's October 3rd. We wrap up 2017 with Rodney Carrington on November 10th, Mannheim Steamroller on December 7th, Mark Lowry on December 14th, and we still have at least one more show to announce, maybe two, who knows, we'll see, and that announcement will be coming next week, so stay tuned here to Good Morning Enid to find out who's coming next week to the Central National Bank Center. Until then, we'll send it back into the studio.
Very good, Kevin. Thank you very much. As you can see, a lot of great events coming right here in Enid, Oklahoma. And so you don't have to journey all the way to Tulsa or Oklahoma City. At the round table this morning, Angela Rasmusan.
Good morning.
Is that close?
That's Rasmusan.
Rasmusan.
Yes.
Rasmusan. Okay. I'm sorry, Angela.
No,
it's important
okay.
to get the name right.
It's hard to get.
But it's important. If you walked out, as I did this morning, this was on my car. I didn't know that Angela was playing a little trick on me this morning. Did you have one of these on your car?
No, she was nice
So
to
I walked
me.
out and I'm trying to go to the office. And I go, towing notice on my car. So anyway, no, seriously, if you get one of these, you have done something wrong. And we're going to find out what this is all about. Seriously, we have Angela with us today at the round table. And we want to talk about code violations and why in the world that we need a code department. And so just right off the bat, what is the purpose of, I said health department. I think code department is the term. What's the official answer, Angela?
Well, we are code enforcement, and we exist because it helps promote the health, safety, and welfare in a community. And we help protect property values, and it just enhances the quality of life in neighborhoods.
Very good.
So what are the top 5 violations that you've seen?
Well, right now, certainly high grass and weeds, and that's typically our number one that we deal with every year. And then trash and debris, parking in the yard, inoperative vehicles, and open storage.
Open storage. What's open storage?
Open storage is if you have something outside that typically belongs inside, such as like a couch in your yard or
yeah, but to watch the eclipse, you need a sofa in your front yard to watch the eclipse. What's wrong with that?
Some people do like to get really comfy. We recommend buying outdoor furniture.
Well, I appreciate Sarah's question to Angela, the top 5 code violations, because I looked at a report that Angela had put together, and this is last year's statistics for 2016 to 2017. High grass and weeds, there was 2,600 cases. Trash and debris, there was 2,300. Parking in the yard, 706. This is last year, a 12-month period. An operative vehicle was 365. And then that open storage, your couch in the front yard, if you will, 273 cases. So that's the breakdown of the stats regarding those 5. How does that, now that was last year's, how are we doing for this year? Are the numbers up or
The numbers are definitely up on the high grass and weeds. We've had a really wet summer, and that grass is growing so quickly. I mean, people are needing to mow 2-3 times a week sometimes just to keep up with things. So currently, since April 1st, we've worked 1,960 high grass and weeds cases. So,
And I guess that's something that we don't figure in the equation, because if it's a typical Enid summer where it doesn't rain,
right.
so the grass doesn't grow and the weeds doesn't grow, that it doesn't have that impact. But you're right.
Right. Usually by August, we're slowing down a little bit and just picking up the weeds that continue to grow in people's yards. But right now, there's grass everywhere, so we're busy. We have 3 people that are out in the field working property violation cases. So needless to say, they have a lot of work every day.
It does sound like a lot of work, Angela. I know you mentioned those 3 people that are out in the field, but how many employees do you staff, does your department staff to get all this job done?
Well, I do run both the property inspection side and the permitting, but just to deal with the property inspection, right now we just have those 3 individuals. Typically, we've had a 4th, but this year we're operating with 3. And
Because if you do the math and you add up, there's over 5,000 cases
Right.
So 3 individuals at the City of Enid offices handling 5,000 cases.
They're very busy.
That's why they're very, very busy. Well, we talked a little bit about the sofa in the front yard, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But anyway, can you explain the meaning then of this trash debris violation?
Okay.
Let's say it's a new sofa. No, really. Trash debris violation. What is that?
Trash and debris is any item or any form of matter that's discarded out in your yard, curbside. We've all driven by and seen the piles of trash, even waiting for solid waste to come by and pick it up. Once you put it out there, you do have a violation. We do offer a service within the City of Enid where solid waste will come by and pick that trash and debris up, but you do need to call them. They're at 616-7300, so give them a call so they can arrange for your pickup. And also, if you have it out waiting for a pickup, be sure you bag it so it's not loose and blowing around the neighborhood, because your neighbors will call us. They don't want your trash in their yard while it's waiting for a pickup.
I know Sarah has more questions. Let me throw this in there real quick regarding the trash and debris. When I was driving into town the other day, it looked like, I guess, a home had been emptied. Maybe it was a rent home and the people had left, but out in the front by the curb was a mattress, half of a coffee table. I mean, it was just a mess, but it was on the curb. Does that fit this definition of trash and debris, or?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because I kept noticing each day I'm driving by,
discarded.
it's still there. And so if that's not called in, is it going to stay there until solid waste is notified?
No.
Okay.
If the citizen doesn't make an effort to call it in, we will go out and we will post it as a violation. You'll get one of those orange signs, and within 10 days, we need to send a notice after the posting, and within 10 days, we can come and clean that up.
And I just want to add something. Working with Angela when working in the solid waste department, they do work very, very hard at making sure that the city is as clean as can be. There's work orders that don't get called in, and after they do their work, they still contact solid waste, and solid waste still goes out there and gets it. So there is a process on getting the customer to take ownership in cleaning that property, but if they don't, they're always working together with another department, which is solid waste, to make sure it gets done.
Very good.
Yes,
Which
we
is the
always try to
ultimate
help.
goal. Right.
Right.
Was that, did I interrupt?
No,
Did you have
perfect.
anything else, Steve?
No?
Okay. Can you define the inoperative vehicle violation, which I believe would be
That towing notice.
that towing notice?
Yes,
Correct.
yes. If you have a vehicle in the open that others can see, it needs to be operable. So that means currently licensed, no flat tires, no hood popped up, engines out, parts all over. If you have a vehicle that doesn't operate, then you need to find a place to put it, a garage.
What if it's on the side of the house or in the backyard? Am I safe?
Not if it can be seen.
Okay.
Not if
That's
it can
the
be seen.
key. Okay.
Yes. For any violation that we work, we have to be able to clearly see it from a place that's legal for us to be, which is a street, a drivable alley, or if a neighbor calls us and says, hey, my neighbor's yard, needs some attention, can you all come out? We can go out, and if we can see it legally from that individual's yard, then we can work it. We cannot stand on a ladder or peer through holes in people's fences, though. It has to be legally seen.
Okay. Well, we referred to the rainy season. If we had basically during the summer months, and so we know that the high grass, and I mean, our own yards, we're mowing a lot more than we normally do. But there's areas that are just kind of difficult, or maybe the homeowner is out of state, out of Enid. They're not aware of the high grass during the summer months. But on the winter months, how does things change for the code department? We understand grass isn't growing in November and December, and it's just freezing cold and stuff like that. But are you just as busy? What's the difference for the code work during those winter months?
Well, we take a deep breath and go after the summer, and because it is really busy during the summer. But then during the winter months, it is typically a little bit slower, but we handle other types of cases at that time. We go through our areas. Each inspector is assigned to an area, so they go through their area, they make sure they haven't missed anything. that should have been worked during the summer. And we also take that time to assess people's properties as far as the conditions of their houses themselves. You know, do you need to paint? Does your roof need some attention? You know, is there an accessory building in the back of your yard that's falling in? We address those type of issues during the winter. What we try to do is send people notices and let them know that, hey, probably next spring, summer, you need to think about making some repairs. So.
Very good. Thank you, Angela. I actually was not aware that you guys actually stayed on top of that too. So that's great.
Yes.
In the backyard of, I know you were talking earlier about if you can't, you only address what you're able to see.
Right.
So what would be the case if you have a resident calling in and complaining about the mess that his neighbor has in his backyard? What can you do or can't do in that situation?
Because you know it's an eyesore for the neighbor.
Right.
But
if they have
tough call.
It is a tough call because sometimes people don't understand if you have a privacy fence, we can't do what you maybe do as a private citizen, which is peer over into your neighbor's yard and see their mess. We can't legally do that. So we have to have some way to clearly be able to see that. So it's a challenge sometimes.
Angela and her staff do a tremendous job. Again, over 5,000 cases. To, again, as the code enforcement exists to ensure that all neighborhoods and properties are maintained, protecting property values, and to promote health, safety, and the welfare of the city of Enid. That's why we have Angela and why we have her fabulous staff. So this has been very enlightening. We're out of time this morning, Angela. Goes quick, huh?
It does. It went fast.
But this is very informative. Thank you so much for joining us here at the round table. Good morning, Enid. Still holding steady at 60 degrees at 7:51. And we've had a series about giving back to the community. And we have a young woman named Nancy that helps us out. And let's see what she has to say about giving back.
I'm Nancy Kodrick. I'm the court clerk for the city of Enid, and I belong to the Enid AM2 AMBUT group. We serve those who are in need of mobility, those that are physically challenged. I was encouraged to join this organization by a friend of mine, and once I found out all about what they do and how they provide help for those that are physically challenged, it just fit my compassion and my need to serve in this way. We have 3 AMBUT groups in Enid. We have a men's group, a women's group, and a noon group. And I encourage anybody who wants to serve their community to join one of our groups. It is so satisfying to see the children receive their Amtrikes, and we also provide scholarships for physical therapists. So we would appreciate it, and we would encourage anyone who would like to join.
Thank you, Nancy. We appreciate Nancy, what she does at the city of Enid, and also her desire to give back to the community. It is 7:53, so Sarah, how are you today? We've just been going since we got going. I haven't really had a chance to talk to you.
Right, truly, the fastest 30 minutes the whole week.
We say that all the time, but it is. It is.
Yes, yes. Such great information Angela just shared with us. To share a little bit more information of what's going on in Oklahoma, here is our favorite bow tie guy, Derek Silas.
480 teaching positions have been cut in Oklahoma public schools for budget reductions, but the 2017-2018 school year began with 536 vacancies. To combat this, the State Department of Education will sell specialty license plates to fund the effort to increase teacher recruitment. They kicked off the contest Tuesday for students from pre-K to 12th grade to design the plate. Remember, you can still participate in the Enid Transit Dog Days of Summer. For more information, you can go to enid.org/transit. Historic Route 66 has been known as the Mother Road, Main Street of America, and Will Rogers Highway. Here's a fact about it. It has more miles of the original highway than any other state. It's the first to install historic markers along the old route. It's the first to have a state-sponsored museum and the first to lose part of the original road. In sports, the biggest hype fight of the year, where Floyd Mayweather will take on UFC lightweight champion Conor McGregor. This will take place Saturday. And on this day in history in 1814, British troops enter Washington, D.C. and burn the White House in retaliation for the attack on the city of York, Ontario in June 1812. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to the roundtable.
Thank you, Derek. It's 7:55. If you have the privilege to hang around at 8 o'clock this morning, had the opportunity to visit with Captain Kinsley Jordan. He's working with the community in regards to the Community and Air Force Ball. So that interview is coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. And get your tickets for the ball through August 31st, next Thursday. So you only have a week to go to get your ticket for the Community Air Force Ball, celebrating the Air Force turning 70 years old. Okay, you said you were going to the zoo?
I am.
And your weather for the 3-day looks pretty cooperative, right?
It does. In case you missed it, here it is. We are looking at high 80s this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's looking really good.
I like it.
I like it. No complaints here.
No complaints here. Okay, let's bring Kevin Brisky back into the studio, talk about Enid Entertainment here at 7:56.
Welcome back inside the Central National Bank Center, getting set up behind us for Gala of the Royal Horses, coming here this Saturday, August 26th. It's a show for the whole family. You don't want to miss it. Kids tickets are only $12. Adults start at just $22. Great family event. Going to feature a lot of the royal horses from Europe, including the Lipizzaner stallions. You don't want to miss it. Great show for the entire family. So come on and check that out this Saturday. Also, we have the Vance Air Force Ball. That's going to be on September 16th. First time ever that event is open up to the community. And then we have on October 3rd, REO Speedwagon. November 10th, Rodney Carrington. December 7th, Mannheim Steamroller. December 14th, Mark Lowry. So a ton of different events this rest of 2017. Really something for anyone, no matter what your interest is. So we look forward to seeing you out here at the Central National Bank Center. For tickets to any of those events, cnbcenter.com, 855-TICKS-ENID, or just step down and visit us at the box office, second floor of Convention Hall at the Central National Bank Center. And we're open 8:30 to 5:30 Mondays through Friday. Until then, back into the studio.
Okay, Kevin, thank you very much. Kevin invited us over to the event center yesterday, Central National Bank Center, and we had the privilege of visiting with Mozart. Is a Lipizzaner horse, the name Lipizzaner, hope I have that right. They have Arabians, and then they have Frisian horses. I mean, these are all royal type horses, and there was a picture of Rene Gasser, the creator of the show, and that's Saturday, so keep that in mind. Very impressive horses. I don't think you're going to find those at the zoo.
No.
But they were pretty impressive. Lipizzaner, I learned a little bit about that. Okay, Friday Night Lights, we're moving into the favorite time of year for Sarah. It's football season, and for Friday Night Lights, let's see, some of the games get underway tonight, I think. There's a Thursday night game with Timberlake and Covington Douglas. Now, tomorrow night, what kind of ball games do we have?
We have Guthrie at Enid, Minco at Chisholm, Kremlin Hillsdale at Garber, Pioneer Pleasant Vale at Coyle.
Very good. And we want to remind everybody that the Coaches Show with Coach Steve Hayes, Plainsman Football with Steve and Steve, that airs on Channel 11 during the week, so keep that in mind. So anyway, so football is here. So
Yes, it is.
well, if you want to adopt a pet, 249-4910 is the number to call, 249-4910. And Sarah, you have the information on our pet today?
Yes.
Oh, there he is.
This is Krista. She's a 4-year-old female pit terrier mix. She is housebroken, knows to sit, and is very loyal. She loves toys and is very playful. I don't have a cost for adoption, but here she is, Krista.
Okay. Well, it's 7:59, which means we got to say goodbye. So help Krista out. Take her home. 249-4910 is the number to call. Sarah, quick 30 minutes. It's good seeing you.
It's been good.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.